Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you the basics of setting up a quiz activity in Moodle. Quiz is one of the more complicated activities to set up, so this will be the first of 3 short videos. In this video we will create the activity and then walk through the basic settings that you'll have to edit. As always, turn editing on in your home page and click on Add an Activity or Resource. Scroll down from the menu and select Quiz and add the activity. After you give your quiz a name and description, you can scroll down and look at some of the other settings that you can edit. Timing refers to when the quiz opens and closes. To use this feature, click on Enable, and then you can manipulate the date and time with the drop-down menus or with the calendar icon here. Under the grade category, you can decide how many attempts students can make at a given quiz. You can choose a number from 1 to 10 or set it as unlimited. You can also choose the grading method, whether you use the highest grade a student receives out of all their attempts, an average of those grades, or a first or last attempt. The layout category lets you decide whether you will shuffle the questions. When you create questions, you'll see them lined up in the order that you write them. You have the option to shuffle these randomly every time a student takes the quiz. Another important category is overall feedback. This is where you can create what's called grade boundaries. Basically, it gives automatic feedback depending on how a student scores. If I create a new grade boundary of 90%, that means from this boundary to 100%, the student will receive the feedback that I type here. So if you got between 90 and 100%, you're going to get feedback that says perfect. Maybe my next set of boundaries is 80%. So from 80 up to 90%, students will get a different message in their feedback. And these are optional, but it's just a fairly easy way to customize the feedback that your students get. As always, you can choose to restrict access based simply on date or on a grade condition, which means that you require students to receive a certain grade in one assignment before completing another. You can also select whether students can manually mark the activity as completed on their course page, or whether you do not want to indicate activity completion. Once you have completed your settings, click Save and Display, and you will see a screen that gives you some basic information about what you set. It tells you the opening date that you set, the grading method, and it also lets you know that there are no questions yet. To add questions, you will need to click on Edit Quiz. This can also be done by going to the Administration block and selecting Edit Quiz. And we will look at question types and creating questions in the next video. That is how you get started creating a quiz activity and editing settings in Moodle.